Gershwin Theater in New York, home of the wickedly talented cast and crew of Wicked the Musical. We ask that you silence all cell phones and electronic devices at this time, as recording and photography are not permitted at this performance. We invite you to join us on our quest to explain musical theater, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Musical theater tells a story in 3 different ways: through singing, through dancing, and through acting. First, we're going to talk about the singing. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. That was Somewhere Over the Rainbow, sung by Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. The singing in a musical helps characters to express their emotions of how they're feeling and what they're going through, and often makes the storyline a lot more dramatic. Now we're going to talk about the dancing. So what I just did was a jazz square and a spin. The dancing in a musical tells the story in a visual way through physical movement. And then finally we have the acting. The acting is typically a lot more brief in musicals because the main storyline is told through singing. For musical theater, the story is told through both dialogue and music, whereas a straight play, the story is only told through acting and there's no music involved. So, for musical theater, the performers and crew put on a show multiple times. On Broadway, they typically perform about 8 shows a week, and each show is slightly different from the other because the audience is always changing. So actors can deliver their lines differently depending on the show, and also they can sing certain songs with different emotions and feelings. Lights, camera, action. So, basically, in a television show or a movie, actors have to take multiple takes for all the scenes they're in until they get the perfect video that the director wants for the TV show or movie. Once they're done filming all the scenes, they'll officially announce a date of when either the TV show will premiere live on TV or when the movie will come out live in theaters. The lines and songs don't change for a TV show or a movie because the audience is only seeing the final production of the TV show or movie. For plays, people often tend to dress up a little fancier, kind of like how I am, because they're seeing a live performance. Whereas for a TV show or a movie, you're either just at your house or you're at the movie theaters, so you can dress a lot more comfortable and casual. As you can tell, a lot goes into making a live production happen. Jenna, would you like to shed some light on some of the key elements for us?
Hannah, allow me to enlighten you. There are different key elements that musical theater productions use to help elevate the storytelling of a show. Our first element is the lighting. Not only does the lighting allow us to see the performers and the beautifully crafted scenery, but it also contributes a lot to the mood of a show. Different lighting effects, such as colored gels, can help show the mood. For example, if 2 characters are in love, it could be a pink gel being used. Or if a character is angry, it might be a red gel being used. Or if a character feels alone, it might be a blue or a cooler colored gel being used.
Let's address the next element: costumes. Costumes are the clothes that characters wear. They could give you some information on the age of the character, their background, or even what they're going to do in a given scene. For example, you might have a character wearing a bathing suit, which would make you think they're probably going to go swimming. On the other hand, you could have a character wearing a winter coat, and that might make you think, wherever this scene is, it's cold. As Hannah mentioned earlier, theater happens in the moment. Oftentimes, an audience has to believe that a lot of time has passed between 2 scenes. What might this look like? I'm glad you asked. For example, if this was a musical about Matilda and her teacher, Miss Honey, we as the audience might need a little more information about Miss Honey's childhood. So, one scene might have Miss Honey in her younger days, and the scene right after might flash back forward to the present with her as an adult. Since the character has to look like time has passed, she might have to do a quick change backstage, where she goes and she changes her entire costume in a matter of seconds before running back on stage. In this scenario, an actress might have on all black or all skin color clothes so that they can change quickly right backstage and go right back on in their next costume. In some scenarios, the costumers for the production get to go and help the characters change backstage to make it happen more quickly. next element is a set. This is the place where the action happens. It is the setting of a scene. It helps the audience to understand the location of a scene. This could include walls, windows, a desk, chairs, or if it's outside, it could include a park bench or things that you'd find outside. Basically, any type of furniture or objects that help to show the location of the scene. But most importantly, it is the place where performers perform. There are two different types of sets. The first one is more realistic. If a scene takes place in a kitchen, it's gonna look just like a kitchen. It might have walls, windows, chairs, a table, a refrigerator, an oven. Whatever you'd find in a kitchen is what you'd find in this set. The other category of sets are less realistic and more abstract. That just means that the set itself has a little less detail in it, and it's more up to the imagination of the audience to fill in the blanks to understand the location of the scene. But now, let's give some props to Jenna because she's about to give us some useful information.
Another key element to musical theater productions is props. Props enhance the storytelling of the show and also are a visual aid to audience members. For example, in Annie, she keeps a locket around her neck. Without having this prop, she wouldn't be able to find her parents throughout the entire show. Guys, I think I just found, is this Mary Poppins' umbrella? Should we try it out? Oh, it must be broken, but anyways, without this prop, the magic of Mary Poppins wouldn't exist.
Wow, Jenna, that was so cool. Let's now fly on down to the lower area of the stage where the Sound and Pit Orchestra plays. So, a sound and pit orchestra is the orchestra that helps to accompany the musical theater performers during a live show. The pit orchestra plays a huge role. The orchestra helps to portray the mood and tell the story of the musical through their instruments. A pit orchestra typically has around 20 to 30 players, so it's not too large of an ensemble. Something important that the orchestra plays at the beginning of the play is called an overture. The overture serves as the musical introduction to a show. Please enjoy the overture to Beauty and the Beast. I hope you all enjoyed listening.
Thanks for watching.